our little Salazar girls was an utter delight. Galaxia was the center of attention with her bright blue eyes. Saphira watched from the shadows with her blazing red, quite a different dynamic than Zelda and I. It was not my intention to ignore, but I had a natural affinity with the older twin. I can think of a reason why. If I couldn't bear a daughter of my own, Galaxia would become my heiress. She had political importance. I was glad for it. Saphira seemed a more difficult child to deal with. Even Zelda was having trouble. The little one's antics were amusing to observe, but she would not make an appropriate successor. Rowan seemed the only one able to handle her. The little vampire was at home in her arms. Satisfied that Rowan was handling her duties as broodmother well, I took my leave and returned to the castle. Marigold moved to a cauldron as soon as we arrived. She was doing all she could for our potion stocks. Oriana, to my surprise, sought out Sol for some vampiric mentorship, training before her form grows, I suppose. The two were spending quite a bit of time together, I noticed. I wonder if Sol... Never mind. The champion even organized a party for the scholar's pregnancy, inviting all the youngsters. Her move evoked some mischief from Zelda, who jumped at the opportunity to scare Ophelia at the event. I'm glad the Salazar girls could meet their cousin, Frederick. Such bonds are what strengthens the coven. Sol was happy to see the children together, and Ophelia, I noticed, was happy to see the champion so joyful. As the party neared its end, we were faced with what we'd been anticipating. Marigold's feet gave out from under her, suddenly unable to support her old body. She was now lingering at death's door, her eyes watered thick with emotion. And so came the end of Lady Marigold Covenrose, the most accomplished alchemist of the Salazar Empire. I was touched to know of her passing, but not mournful. She had served her purpose. Ophelia seemed more disturbed by the death. Perhaps she saw this as a repeat of Lady Rose. A friend had died in the past, and a friend was dying again. The price for not being a vampire. Sol was just as deeply worried. Her happy intentions had turned to aching sadness. Zelda received the news with much more excitement. It was time for newer, younger blood to replace the old. Marigold's urn was added to the soul repository alongside Lady Rose and Melina. Oriana was tasked with breaking the news to the Glimmerbrook embassy. They were devastated. Zora would now have to fill the royal alchemist's place. There was no time to waste. Certain things had to be prepared for the new appointment. Zora needed to be outfitted by the royal tailors. Nothing about her would be the same again. Gone was the young, innocent Zora. In her place was the Salazar Empire's new royal alchemist, Lady Zora Alcantara.